Hi friends, when we are trying to deploy a model like Llama 3, 70 billion or 405 billion, we have to make two different choices, the choice of GPU and what framework we are going to use. The choice of GPU, we have primarily two different choices. One is A180 GB and H100 GB or multiples of H100s or A100s. And the second one is much more complicated. There are at least like 5-6 popular options that are available. The three popular ones which I would probably use or try with is Ollama, which is probably the easiest. VLLM, probably the most popular one. And SGLang is getting popular. It's simpler, it's faster, and a lot of people are trying it. We are also going to explore it in the upcoming videos. To try Ollama on a H100 instance, we will create a VM on Jarvis Labs with a H100 instance and also put Open WebUI on top of the Ollama so that we can interact with the Llama 3 model just like we do with a ChatGPT. Let's go to Jarvis Labs. Let's click on templates. I think we should call it home and say VMs, right? You can choose faster SSD. It has better I/O and increase the storage. 186 should be good enough. Click on launch VM. I'm not doing it here. It takes anywhere between a minute or two for the VM to get launched. Our containers are much faster than VM, but VMs have their own flexibility, right? Once the instance is launched, you can see something like this, and you can click on the SSH. Basically, we have added your SSH public key to the VM so that you can SSH into that. The SSH string is copied. In a new terminal, you can just paste that and do enter. You'll be able to get into the VM, right? So I'm using a VM on which I've already downloaded the containers and the weights so that we don't need to really wait for all the downloading steps. The first thing that you want to do is you want to run a Docker with Ollama image. If you go to Docker Hub with Ollama, you can find this command, docker run GPUs. This is the Ollama image, right? All you need to do is just copy this and paste it here. Let me just ensure that there are no Dockers which were running from earlier. There's nothing. So the Docker has started, right? So now you can just take the IP address and use the port number, which in this case is 11434, right? You should be able to see that Ollama is running, right? Now what we're going to do is, the next step is probably want to download some model from Ollama Hub, right? So to do that, what you do is you say docker execute -it, the name of the container, which in this case is Ollama. We have mentioned the name is Ollama here. And inside that, run the Ollama command and say run Llama 3 or whatever name of the model. You can choose any models from the hub, which is go to the models page. You can see a huge list of models. In this case, we are picking up Llama 3.1, which is probably one of the most popular models. We are looking at 70 billion. You can copy this. And what we can do is we can run this entire thing. We'll just change some of the things here, right? Now let me run this. Actually, what you want to do is for a 70 billion model, you want to say 3.1 and say 70 billion. Okay. So if you don't have this model, what it's going to do is it's going to download this model. This is going to take a couple of seconds or minutes. In case you find it getting stuck, sometimes what I've noticed is it gets stuck. You do a Control-C and repeat it. Mostly it happens immediately. So this is one way of interacting with it. Tell me a joke to my YouTube audience. I hope it doesn't come up something fishy. And do you have any books on I don't understand? Okay. So let's exit this. So what we're going to do next is, okay, it doesn't work that way. Let's do Control-D. So now let's try to go and put this Open WebUI on top of it. Open WebUI is again one of the most popular UI layers on top of Ollama. I think it works with other serving layers which are OpenAI compatible. but in this case, we will use with Ollama. There are different ways to do it. If you want or run the Ollama WebUI or Open WebUI on your own local computer, then you have to use a different one. But in this case, I'm going to run both on the same server. So I pick up this command. Depending on what you need, you may want to change or pick a different command here. So let's go and copy paste this command to enter. So this one, that is Open WebUI, is going to run on port 3000. So let's replace this with port 3000. Yeah, okay. It says unauthorized, I'm not sure. So it creates a username and password for the first time. You click on sign up, you get something like this. You give your username, name, email, password, and hopefully they don't store it anywhere. And my password is a very confidential one, which I'm not sharing here. Okay, I'm successfully logged in. Now I have to choose a model. Let me choose Llama 3 70 billion. And help me study, overcome procrastination. Okay, that's something which I really need. Let's see what it is. As you can see, our Ollama Llama 3 70 billion model is up and running, and it's super fast at responding our answers. You can also use OpenAI SDK or simple curl request, talk to your Ollama model. Okay. Hope you enjoyed watching it. And the next video, what we'll do is we will try to run Llama 3 405 billion model, probably on a 4 H100s or 8 H100s. And in upcoming videos, we'll also explore how to do that same thing with VLLM and SGLang. Hope you like our videos. If you love our videos or like our videos, please hit the subscribe channel and let us know in the comments on what topics you want to watch upcoming videos on. It'll really help us. Thank you. Bye-bye.